Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the San Antonio Marshals and the Oakland Raiders. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Marshals and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio Ball Club, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw is Avant. To throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's how they'll line things up on the defensive side of the ball for Oakland. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. A deep ball for Dotson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks, standing at 6'5".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Jacobs now. And down he'll go at the 25. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them, because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Mooney. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now a carry for Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll set up a throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Avant. Off play action. He's got his man. This is Dodson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a 13-play drive in total. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, He's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A gain of 3, second down. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. 39 yards there, a big one.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mooney, the open man here, Renfro. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
To throw on 3rd down. Mooney. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st and 10, Mooney will find his tight end. That's Waller. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, Mooney. And a dump off to White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 3rd down, Mooney. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Throwing on first down, Mooney. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time, it's a set. Come on.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On the draw, it's White. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards. Moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here we go.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Big stop. Let's go.
To throw is Avant on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Avant. Going to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
To throw is Avant. To throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
That's it, baby.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Browns who have the lead at halftime. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we'll head east all the way to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at Pittsburgh. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Drew Lock throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Jimmy Garoppolo, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Mooney. He's got White here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. This quarterback now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run it with Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mooney, and his pass incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Mooney, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. And to give this time to the tailback. A little juke. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. Just a bit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I'm in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Mooney. He's going to wind up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
65, 65, 65.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Mooney. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Aguilar has it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Yvonne on 1st down. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. To throw is Yvonne, operating from the gun. It's hauled in by Dodson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
To throw is Yvonne, throwing on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Maurice Hurst, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The offense on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Yvonne. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Mooney. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Avant, operating from the gun. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Avant. Throwing on 4th down. And it's complete. Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? What?
To throw is Avant on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw is Avant. To throw again. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw is Avant on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Maurice Hurst. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He'll drop to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike 58 right there. Watch the call. Watch the call.
To throw is Avant. From the gun, he'll throw. The quick slant caught. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They come out here in the I. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 5-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Raiders on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mooney. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 12. And this will be a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This will be fielded at the 8th. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
Ready, set. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Get it.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Double time. 4 down, check, 4 down. Ready.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Oakland, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.